What is the true essence of love? Have we been misunderstanding its concept? These questions have puzzled humanity since the dawn of time, and even now, we grapple with the elusive nature of love. It's often depicted in grand gestures, in moments of passion, or in the happily ever after. But is that the whole story? Perhaps we've been led astray by these portrayals, and in doing so, we've created a warped image of what love truly is. We've been conditioned to believe that love must be perfect, all-consuming, and forever filled with bliss. But these are mere illusions, misconceptions that we've allowed to cloud our understanding of love's true essence. Love is more than a feeling. It is a profound connection, a bond that transcends the superficial. It is complex, multifaceted, and often quite challenging. It's time to strip away the illusions and misconceptions. Today, we delve into the 6 things that love is not. Firstly, love does not equate to perfection. It's a common misconception that love is flawless, that it's a pristine field without any blemishes. But that's not reality. Real love, genuine love, acknowledges and accepts flaws. It doesn't demand perfection. It doesn't expect a flawless rose without thorns. Instead, it sees beauty in imperfections. It cherishes the uniqueness in every wrinkle, every scar, every flaw. It's like a mosaic, made up of broken pieces, yet when put together, it forms a beautiful masterpiece. Love is not about finding a perfect person, but about seeing an imperfect person perfectly. It's about understanding, accepting, and celebrating the imperfections. It's about being patient with the flaws, being kind even when mistakes are made, and being forgiving when things go wrong. It's about embracing the reality of the other person, the good and the bad, the strengths and the weaknesses. Remember, love is about embracing the imperfect. Secondly, love is not possession. A common misconception, but in reality, love is about respect and freedom. It's not about holding someone so tight they cannot breathe. Instead, love is about giving them the space and liberty to be themselves. Imagine a bird in a cage. Sure, it's safe and well-fed, but at what cost? Its wings are clipped, its flight curtailed. That's not love. Love is the sky above, the wind under the wings, the freedom to soar. Love is not a claim of ownership or exerting control over someone else's life. It's about nurturing, guiding, and supporting, without stifling their individuality or independence. Love values the person for who they are, not for what we want them to be. It does not seek to mold, but to understand and accept. Remember, love is not an anchor that weighs one down, but a sail that propels forward. True love does not seek to control, it seeks to liberate. Thirdly, love is not constant happiness. It's a popular misconception, isn't it? That love should always feel like a sunny day, a perpetual high. But that's not the reality. Love, in its truest form, encompasses a wide spectrum of emotions. It's joy, yes, but it's also sorrow, frustration, even anger at times. It's a journey, not a destination. It's the peaks and the valleys, the twists and turns, the unexpected detours. It's the shared laughter on a brilliant day, and the collective tears on a stormy night. It's the comforting silence and the heated arguments. It's the compromise, the patience, the forgiveness. That's what makes love real. That's what makes it beautiful. It's not constant happiness, because constant happiness is an illusion. Love is a roller coaster ride, not a constant high. It's about the entire journey, not just the moments of euphoria. Love is a roller coaster ride, not a constant high. Fourthly, love is not self-serving. Love, in its purest form, is about giving, not just receiving. It's about extending your hand to someone else, about putting their needs, their happiness, their dreams before yours. It's an act of selflessness, a gesture that echoes in the heart of the receiver. When you love, you find joy in the happiness of the person you love. You find fulfillment in their achievements, comfort in their smiles, and peace in their contentment. It's not about what you can gain from the relationship, but what you can give. It's about making someone else's life better, brighter, and fuller. Love does not ask, "What's in it for me?" Instead, it whispers, "How can I make you happy?" It's not a transaction where you expect something in return for your feelings. It's a beautiful dance of giving and receiving, where the happiness of your loved one becomes your own. Love is selfless, not selfish. Fifthly, love is not fear-based. It doesn't stem from the dread of loneliness or the anxiety of feeling inadequate. Love, in its purest form, is about embracing vulnerability, about trusting enough to let your guard down. It's about knowing that even in your most exposed moments, you're safe. Love isn't about building walls out of fear, it's about tearing them down out of trust. It's not a refuge from fear, but a sanctuary for courage. Love fosters courage, not fear. Lastly, love is not a fairy tale. It's not like those glossy movies or picture-perfect novels that we often come across. It's not always about grand gestures, candlelit dinners, or breathtaking kisses in the rain. Love is messy, it's real, and it's far from perfect. It's about sharing a life together, weathering the storms, and celebrating the sunny days. It's about the quiet moments of understanding and the loud bursts of laughter. Love is a beautiful mess, not a fairy tale. To recap, we've discovered that love is not perfection, possession, constant happiness, self-serving, fear-based, or a fairy tale. We've unearthed that love doesn't demand perfection. Instead, it accepts flaws and imperfections. We've also realized that love isn't about possessing someone, but about cherishing their presence in our lives. Love isn't a constant state of happiness, but an emotional roller coaster that has its highs and lows. It isn't self-serving, rather it's about putting the needs of others before our own. Love isn't based on fear, instead it's built on trust and respect. And love isn't a fairy tale that promises a happily ever after, but a journey that requires work, patience, and mutual understanding. Each one of these points is crucial in comprehending the essence of love, peeling back the layers of misinterpretation and misconception. Love is a complex emotion, and understanding it requires us to understand what it is not. Keep these points in mind as you navigate your journey of love.